Good morning, friends and family. I hope that you guys are blessed beyond measure. I want to talk to you about the coursework that I've created to help people overcome any obstacle in their life. And it is the principle of unforgiveness. What is that? What does that mean? So this is what the principle of unforgiveness is. The principle of unforgiveness is if you have unforgiveness in your heart, no matter who it is, like whether it is for yourself, whether it's for a parent, a brother, a sister, a friend, a sibling, it doesn't matter. If you have unforgiveness in your heart towards somebody, it is a good idea to figure out where that is and what's the root of it. Because two things. Number one, unforgiveness hurts you way more than it hurts the person that you're not forgiving. They quite possibly have forgotten all about what it is that they did to you. Can you go back and remember all of the things that you've done that maybe you unknowingly caused someone to be offended? How can you possibly know? And even to the people that you have offended throughout your life, you offending them is not something you're still carrying around with you unless you did something overt. I mean, if you physically harmed someone, of course. I'm not talking about that, though. I'm talking about little snide comments that you've made that maybe stuck with somebody. I mean, our words have great power. Unforgiveness comes a lot of times from the words that we use, not just the actions we take. The second thing is, there was a doctor, and his name was Dr. Katsanis, and Dr. Katsanis has since passed. He was known as Dr. K. And anyway, Dr. K was a alternative doctor. He didn't accept insurance, and insurance wouldn't pay for the types of therapies that he offered anyway. But he helped people who had late stage cancer. He helped people who had severe problems, and that was beyond regular medicine. So people would come to him, and he would do a 1 to 1.5 hour interview with them on the first visit. And one of the first things that he would say is, do you have unforgiveness towards someone? Because he knew something that most of us don't know, and that is unforgiveness can be the root of a physical problem that you're having. When we don't recognize that the stuff that we carry around with us, we actually literally carry it around with us in our bodies. So sometimes unforgiveness can be the root of a disease. It can be the root of a pain. It can be stored in your body. It may not sound rational to some of you, but it doesn't matter whether it sounds rational or not. It's true. I want to encourage you. You need to deal with that unforgiveness. And remember, it's hurting you more than it's hurting the person that you're not forgiving. That is the insidious nature of unforgiveness. Jesus, is willing to forgive anyone of everything. And when you imagine that, I mean, how often do we forgive everyone of everything? If someone does something wrong to you, how many times are you willing to forgive them for doing the same thing over and over and over to you? Well, Jesus said 7 times 70, which is another way of saying an endless number of times, right? Now, there's a difference between forgiving somebody of what it is that they're doing and then having boundaries and enabling people. That's not what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys understand the difference, which I feel confident that you do. I hope that you're blessed by this. Get that unforgiveness out of your heart. You don't need it. It's not doing you any good. It's hurting you more than it's hurting the person you're not forgiving. God bless you guys. Have a great day.